Hi guys, is Nigel Farage going mainstream? Is he softening his position on issues like immigration in order to reach out to more moderate voters? If he is, it is certainly upsetting the far right, and of course his former MP Rupert Lowe. The Reform UK leader sat down with the GB News reporter where he was asked about mass migration, and he sounded more like a moderate Tory than the Nigel Farage we've all come to know. This clip of his interview was edited together by UKIP, focusing on the bits that UKIP care most about.
It's a political impossibility to deport hundreds of thousands of people. We simply can't do it. At the moment, it's a political impossibility.
But is it your ambition?
No. Yeah, I'm not going to get dragged down the route of mass deportations or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, people are always going to come and go. And we are a country that's engaged in international trade, and we have relationships around the world through the Commonwealth, etc. But yeah, we have to aim at a balanced migration policy.
But net zero still means hundreds of thousands of people coming into Britain, immigrants coming into Britain. Isn't that too many?
It may well be, but we have to start somewhere.
Trump says in America that he wants mass deportations. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants are in Britain at the moment. Some estimates say the number could even be in, 1 million plus. So do you support deporting all of those people?
It's impossible to do. Literally impossible to do.
In terms of the atmosphere in Britain, are you concerned that there is a rising level of anti-white hatred?
I'm just concerned about a deeply divided society.
I hate to say this, but Nigel Farage is completely correct. I hate responding in this way, but he's completely correct here. This idea that you can deport thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, is for the birds. This mass deportation that the far right within Britain and America want to go down this road. Trump is one thing, but in Britain it's another thing. There's a process that has to be followed. You can't break international law. You can't be like Trump. But even if you do try to be like Trump, and Farage understands that you can't do this, but even if you were to try and engage in mass deportations, where are you going to send people to? It's, as Farage has said, it's politically impossible and it's practically impossible because you need to have an agreement with countries in order to deport people there. For example, Afghanistan. Are you going to have a deal with the Taliban? Are you going to send people who have fled persecution in Afghanistan back there? From a political point of view, it'd be very difficult to sell this. And from a practical point of view, you need to have a deal with the Taliban because you can't fly planes to a country that says you're not allowed to land. Now, I think what Farage is doing here is he's moving away from the issue of immigration somewhat. I don't think he's going to abandon it completely. Of course not. This is what helped him win so many seats and win so much power over the last number of years. But I think this is him moving more to the center because he realizes, look, the far right is a dead end. I'm not going to allow the Tommy Robinson types of this world to take over my party again, because that's what happened with UKIP. Farage had to leave UKIP because it was taken over by the far right. So he realizes, look, people like Rupert Lowe are a problem. There are people within Reform UK who are a problem, and we can't keep focusing on immigration. We have to expand beyond that. If we want to win seats in Parliament, we have to talk about other issues. So you notice that he's talking more about, for example, farming. He's talking about net zero. He's talking about taxes. So Farage realizes that if he just talks about immigration, then he's not going to expand his voter bloc. He needs to talk about other issues. And, he's right here. If you keep talking about immigration, you're going to be stuck in a position like UKIP. 2 or 3% or less of the vote, not reaching the threshold to get your deposit back. But Farage doesn't want to be in that situation. He wants to be winning seats in Parliament. And if he wants to achieve that, then he has to become more moderate. At least talk about other things than just immigration. But will it succeed? Or will he be brought down by the crazies within his party? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and thanks for watching.